Attention viewers of this video, I am Grimith, and this is Let's Get On With It, the Ur-Quan Masters. Episode what? 22? Yeah. Last episode was pretty fun. I showed off a lot of combat, and my crew is starting to realize that I hate all of them and wish they would all die, except for me. And some of my officers. Okay, so, yes, I do think I'm about to initiate Operation Bravely Run Away. And for that, we need to, not there, we need to initialize the quasi-portal device to make sure I can GTFO LOL. Bye! Whew, my crew is hurting. I do not have the spare people required to do much of anything now. Like, planetary exploration stuff's kinda out of the window. Now, I do want to go to this unknown. This unknown will take me to the places I want to go, I think. Look at the star map now, and by the way, now you see the Korra there. Their spheres have pretty much converged there as they're fighting in their doctrinal conflict. Also, you'll notice the Kunk are continuing to fly across the galaxy. I should probably do something about that. Should probably do something. Oh boy. Let's think about this here. I'm scratching my head. Hold on. How long will it take me to... Let's see. If I do that... Am I gonna have enough time? I would like to make sure that the Kunk don't die in terrible fashion. Okay, and all this time they've traveled from their starting location to here. I have until we get to there. By the way, see how much fuel it cost me, by the way. Yeah! A lot of fuel. That's why traveling all the way across the galaxy, that's one of the reasons why it's so painful, though, the Melnorme, since you can, buy fuel from them in exchange for credits, that's not too bad. Okay. I think I got enough time. Now, there's a... As I adjust my roster here, I actually got to take all the crew off the Ors vessel as well, and even Fwifo's ship. Basically, I've got a fleet of crewless vessels, except for the captains. I don't have anything in my cargo. There's a rainbow planet somewhere around here. Not that I remember exactly what star system it is around here. Maybe if I look at something, I'll recognize a name. I highly doubt that. I'm not that good. My memory's not that amazing. But we'll go ahead and bounce here to Gamma Corby, sure. And then we'll hook to Beta Corby. Okay. So, let's look around. Hello, hello, do you have any goodies for me? Not that I exactly need the resource units. I can't believe I just whiffed on that planet. Ultraviolet world? No. You are lacking in goodies. Damn it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fair. You can have a few rainbow world locations given to you. Matter of fact, the Spathi may have done that, and I just completely have forgotten and didn't write that down like I was supposed to. Shame on me if that occurred. Shame! Also, I am going to be landing on this planet. Doesn't cost much fuel, and these green spheres, they're decent. Worth my time. Especially since it doesn't take that much time for me these days anyway. As long as I actually collect the sphere in question. Just saying, Grimith, you could drive this lander better. Now, for the rest of the stuff, we've got some terbium, cerium, samarium, neodymium. That's too much fun. It is forbidden! Now, how much fuel does that cost? Not enough. So, let's go down there and grab the rest of this. Okay, I didn't lose any crew on that. I don't think I did. What an amazing turn of events. Let's go visit this planet over here. Perhaps you are, an emerald world? I wouldn't mind that. No, you are an acid world. Damn it. Thwarted again. Sigh. This is neither the first nor the last time I've been thwarted. And we are closing in on 1 game year now. Oh my science. Oh, there you are. Could you be an emerald world? I would greatly appreciate that. I like exotics. No, you are a cyanic world. Filled with depression and woe. Have fun. Over there, doing nothing, cyanic world. I'm gonna play Space Tendo. Totally not mocking anybody else there. Oh boy! Just what I always wanted. Another acid world. Cool. Let's leave. You saddened me. Neither the first nor the last time I have been saddened. I'm sick of this place. Star map shall take us to Beta Corvi. No, that's Vega. Beta Corvi, I said. Or Corvi, or however it's pronounced. I don't care. Okay. So, let's start over here on this side. If I can actually get to the planet. Like so. Primordial world is primordial. And filled with biological life forms and death. That's 22, so okay. Let's dispatch down there and see if we can collect some death. This isn't the death I was looking for. I shouldn't try to jinx my crew too much. Here, I've already lost a lot of lives. Let's lose some more. For these guys, actually, they're reasonably worth it. They are. They give a nice amount of data. It's not like they're terrible. I've definitely seen worse. Ow. No, I don't feel like landing on the planet again. I wouldn't get a full bay. And I'd lose too many crew lives for that. Or time or something. Let's go ahead and fly over here now. Sweet. Come on, Ruby World. Nope, it's a carbide world. And it hurts my eyes. Goodbye. Eye hurter. Why don't you stop hurting people's eyes? It's not even cool. Not even cool. Well, I slung past that place, but that's okay. I actually wanted to go to this planet. Yep, I totally angled that just right. Ha 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 ha. Now that I visit it, I can go away. If only the Melnorme would purchase, planet scanning data for non-rainbow worlds. Unfortunately, they will not. Azure world. Oh, Okay, it has some life on it. Life. Maybe it's super valuable life. Okay, we got some quick guys. We also have the bees! Not the bees! It's probably not going to get old. There's the potential that it'll get old, but I'm just not seeing it. Also, I don't think those guys are exactly worth my time. We'll go ahead and pick up these gray spheres of grayness, though, while we are here. Aha! Gotcha. One shot, one kill. 2 man enter, 1 man leave. There can be only one Highlander. I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. Except for that guy. That guy didn't have blood of kings. He did have a rival. The rival was named the Planet. Not Planet, as in Alpha Centauri, but the Planet. Alright, let's go ahead and visit this world. Hello. Ali accent free. Acid World. Merry Christmas, Grimith. Yay. But it does have some life forms. Ooh, they're the super valuable guys, too. I mean, there are more valuable guys, I do believe. Oh yeah, they're definitely more valuable folks. But hey, they're easy to kill, I can catch them, and they provide an incredible wealth of data, providing you can shoot them. Holy crap! I had not noticed. I had completely filled up. Whenever I said a wealth of data, you know, maybe I was, well, I know at least one thing is more valuable than these guys. At least one. Hey, you took a bite at me. Not cool. Come here, I gotta sell you to the Melnor mate. And let's go ahead and dispatch to claim the last 2. Huggles! Damn it, I said Huggles! Thank you. Swing around here to get this other guy. Stop striking me with lightning! Not cool, game. Now, gee, where are those Slylandro? There's one other place over here I had not yet checked. Okay. Small world first, then we'll scan the gas giant again for funsies. A Urea world. Joy. Nope, not worth my time. And I haven't saved in a while. Should probably do that. And let's go here. And
hello, visitors. We are the Slylandro. I am Content to Hover, a Slylandro speaker. Your presence here fills us with excitement. We have gotten so few visitors over these many drawn. We hope you can stay to talk with us for a time.
see? There is value in gas giants. I am Grimith, captain of the Earth starship Starluck. What the heck are you?
Oh, this is terribly exciting. We will be happy to tell you about ourselves if you would please do the same. You see, we Slylandro have been extremely interested in learning about the galaxy, but our physique makes us incapable of leaving our gas giant home. Therefore, we are totally reliant on our infrequent visitors to keep us informed about events outside this planetary system. And visitors usually only show up every few drawn. We hope that our newly deployed exploration probe fleet will not only gather information for us, but inform other races of our presence here as well.
Oh boy. Probes? What probes are you talking about?
You know, it's funny. We hadn't heard from the outside galaxy in a whole Janasa, and then the Melnor may come by and sell us a probe. And just a few hundred rotations later, you show up. Oh, the probes? Right. Well, like we said, just a short time ago, a race called the Melnorme stopped by. They said they had acquired some information revealing our existence, and they wanted to study us, if we didn't mind. In fact, the Melnorme said they would pay us for the right to do so. I guess they are biology nuts or something. Anyway, in exchange for our information, they gave us a probe vessel.
Can you give me details about your probes?
Sure, if you are interested. In exchange for information about the life on Source, the Melnorme offered to give us a remote exploration probe. It would roam the galaxy gathering information and contacting alien races, and when it had filled its data storage units, it would return here and reveal to us everything it had learned.
Well then, why then do your probes attack our ships?
Our probes do not attack. They have only defensive capabilities. Offensive behavior is not part of the instructions we programmed into the probe. To do so would be reprehensible.
Can we talk a little bit more about the probes program?
Sure. What would you like to know?
Would you explain the general outline of the probes program?
Sure. It was a difficult task for us, since we'd never done anything like that before. But for the most part, we just adjusted its standard program, which went something like scan for targets as defined in target list. If no current target, then select new target from the current targets list using specified priorities. If current position is at current target, then set current behavior to new behavior based on behavior priority settings. Perform current behavior. Okay, that's the basic program. I said it was simple, and here are the tables used by the program. Target list with associated target priority. Space vessel 5. Transmission source 4. Astronomical anomaly 3. Planet-bearing life signature 2. Raw replication materials 1. Probe behaviors with assigned priorities. Communicate 5. Record data 4. Analyze data 3. Seek replication materials 999. Move to current target 1. That's it.
If I may, just give me a moment here. Set my headset down. Take off my glasses. Stand up in my chair and... That is the second time I've done that this entire series. Unfortuitous. You mentioned the probe's defensive capabilities. Elaborate.
That behavior was hard-coded by the Melnorme. We couldn't mess with it. Essentially, the probe will only fire its weapons if it has been attacked and cannot communicate with the attacker. No, the probe is armed with a battery of missiles. It doesn't use its electrical discharge device in combat. That's impossible! It's inconceivable! The electrical discharge device is used only for breaking down raw replication materials into their component compounds for easy gathering. Okay. It was sent on a 500 rotation mission to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no catalog item 2418, remote self-replicating robot explorer probe, had gone before. Well, we're not hardware people, so we only know the theory. What happens is that while the probe is exploring space, whenever it's not doing something more important, it hunts for asteroids and similar space junk. zaps it into its component parts, absorbs the debris, and when it has enough raw materials stored inside, it manufactures a perfect replica of itself. So even though we only bought one probe, by now there should be hundreds of probes, maybe even thousands. From the Melnorme Traveler Traders, it was catalog item 2418, Remote Self-Replicating Robot Explorer Probe, the economy model. The Melnorme traded it to us for data on the life on source. They said the information was unique and was worth, I don't really understand their units of exchange, something like 10,000 Gridots or something like that. Fortunately, that was exactly the price of their catalog item 2418, Remote Self-Replicating Robot Explorer Probe. 2 or 300 rotations, I guess. Sure. What would you like to know?
That did allow for a train to pass by, which is good, right? Would you tell me about the replication behavior?
I'd be glad to. You see, the probe has the capability to seek out raw materials, process the raw materials into component compounds, collect the compounds, and then, when it has a sufficient supply, it can build a duplicate of itself. We decided that since we had only one probe, we should change the replication priority and crank it up so that there would be more probes sooner.
What priority did you assign to replication?
Well, the factory setting was 2, in between movement at 1 and analyze data at 3. I told Joyce with him to set it a bit higher. Let me ask him what he set it to. Oh, my.
Yeah.
That was a bit extreme, wasn't it? Joyce Licking told me he changed it to 999.
Yeah.
The highest setting on the dial.
What is the effect of the priority settings on behavior?
I'm pretty sure the way it works is that every time a behavior is completed or interrupted, the program selects a new behavior based on the defined behavior target priorities and what kind of target is currently selected. I think a really high priority would cause a probe to focus its attention on that behavior.
Your probe does destroy ships, and I can prove it.
No, it cannot. It is not programmed for hostile behavior. What is your reasoning?
Think about a probe's replication behavior.
The probe seeks raw materials and processes them in preparation for replication.
Right. Think about the effect of changing the replication behavior's priority.
The answer is simple. It would spend more of its time seeking raw materials for its replication process. So what?
Now, what will it do to a ship, given that its replication priority is set to maximum?
I don't see what you are getting at, but I'll play along with you.
Okay.
Like I said, alien ships are the top priority target.
Of course.
Once a probe scanned a ship, it would instantly move toward
That's
it.
what it does.
Then, when it got to the ship, it would initiate communication automatically.
And it does.
When communications were terminated, a new behavior would be selected. Uh-oh. A new behavior would be selected. And since the replication setting was set to maximum, the probe wouldn't get time to pick a new target. It would use the current target, the ship, for raw replication materials. It would process the ship, break it into component compounds with electrical discharges.
Yeah.
Oh no! What have we done? Traveler, you must tell us what we can do! How can we stop the probe from destroying all life in the galaxy?
Someone is going to have to hunt them all down and destroy them. Well, to begin with, if I were you, I'd sue the Melnorme. Couldn't you broadcast some kind of recall signal? And I don't suppose you have some kind of mega self-destruct code or something.
Why, yes, there is. You're a genius, Traveler.
I have no
Why didn't you
idea.
remember that? Oh, there's a problem, though. How are we going to transmit the code? Well, while we ponder that problem, at least we can give you the code sequence. That way, if you run into a probe, you can destroy it without getting shot at.
Not that I will, because I don't think it'll get the RUs by using that method, but that should wear down the numbers, and eventually the probes will vanish entirely. I don't need to kill those for easy RUs, I can just kill the Ur-Quan! Right. So, there you go. For those of you who are studying programming, don't fuck up. Tell me about the other races who have visited you over the years.
Years? Oh, you mean drawn. Well, let's see. There was the Melnorme just a few rotations back. Then we go all the way back over 3 drawn ago to the Ur-Quan and the other milieu guys. The Yuli and the Draw, I think.
Whew, this race is old.
Let me remember. That was a long, long time ago. I was only a nymph then. Oh yes, that's it. The Sentient Milieu was a cooperative association of sentient alien species. The Yuli, the Draw, the Taelo, the Melnon, the Foz, and the Ur-Quan, who lived across a wide section of the galaxy. They talked with us fairly frequently for almost half a drawn. Then suddenly, the visit stopped, and we haven't heard from them since. Yes, there was another race, a highly sophisticated species of shaggy giants who made repeated trips to our world over a period of several drawn. They even installed a broadcasting satellite in orbit around our world, which let us talk with them whenever we wanted. They were called I'm sorry, I can't remember their names. It was a long, long time ago. I wish I knew more of the information you seek, Traveler. But we last saw the shaggy ones just over 39 drawn ago, and very little from that era has remained intact in our history chants. Hold on a minute. Let me consult with associates Joyce Lifting and Sullen Plummet. Joyce Lifting, who has a better memory than I, recalls that the shaggy ones were described as being worried. They were always hurrying from place to place, seeking knowledge as though they were in a desperate search for some important secret, some answer to a question that they never shared with us. Sullen Plummet remembers that the last time the shaggy ones visited our world, they came aboard a great circular starship, one even larger than your own. They had discovered their answer and were leaving to go somewhere, and they didn't tell us exactly where somewhere was.
Very interesting. This is extremely important to us. Don't you know anymore?
No, I have told you. One moment. Joyce Lifting transmits. Joyce Lifting has remembered something else, though it does not relate to the shaggy one's question, answer, or departure destination. What my associate communicates is the description of a set of 10 worlds, unlike all others. The shaggy ones either discovered these planets, or, this is garbled, assembled them? We were told the planets were, again this is confusing, organized in some pattern which in some way alluded to the shaggy one's ultimate fate. One of the worlds was described as orbiting one of a pair of blue stars not far from here. Another of these worlds circled a large white sun. That is all we can remember. One of the worlds was described as orbiting one of a pair of blue stars not far from here. Another of these worlds circled a large white sun. That is all we can remember.
Sorry about that. Damn pen. Didn't want to fucking give me the ink.
One of the worlds was described as orbiting one of a pair of blue stars. Not another of these worlds circled a large white sun.
Interesting. Pardon me, but who exactly are you again?
We are the Slylandro, a race of kind, curious, gas-bag people.
Not gas bag people. Sounds interesting. Tell us more.
Certainly. provided you share with us similar information. What would you like to know?
Tell us about your home, this gas giant planet.
Our planet, which we call Source, has no solid surface as yours likely does. Our world is the 500-kilometer band of atmosphere in which we can survive. Below this are the depths, a dark, hostile region, which grows increasingly darker and more hostile the farther one goes. A typical feat of courage for Slylandro juveniles is to sink far enough into the depths so that the juvenile's gas bag is almost ruptured by the pressure. The tissue scars left by the trip last many rotations and are thought to attract comely mates. Above our world is void. When we travel up too far into void, we grow giddy and behave inappropriately. We have an egalitarian society here. All are equal. Of course, that doesn't stop some people from being stupid fools or jerks. But on a world as huge as Source, where there are no barriers to restrict your travel, if someone is bothering you, you simply go somewhere else. As you might have guessed, we have no physical technology. In our long history, several of our people have tried to work with objects, constructing weapons and other tools from the carcasses of dead beasts. But eventually, whatever it was they were building got too heavy and dragged them down to the depths. Since we possess no technology, we have no permanent way to record the passing of events. Instead, we use the history chants, long songs whose rhythms and patterns help prevent the introduction of error into the record. When the Shaggy Ones first arrived over 41 drawns ago, we had no words for aliens or ships, for stars or planets. Our skies are an opaque swirl of colors. We knew nothing of the universe outside Source. The Shaggy Ones taught us most of the new words, and after they departed, we remembered them for the many long drawn, until ships from the sentient milieu arrived. Our world, which we call Source, has been home to our species for many thousands of drawn. We evolved from simpler, unimodular beings who thrive in atmospheric convection cells. At first, we were little more than mindless consumers who glided at the edge of wind walls, straining the air for small animalcules. But even then, we were social creatures who invented language so that we could better cooperate when herding food into dense concentrations. There are many hundreds of species here in Source, producers, consumers, hunters, and parasites, but so far, we are the only species here to achieve intelligence. My pleasure. Now let's talk about you and your peoples. Oh my! I forgot! You creatures see in the visual range and can see our... well, we can't see them. What I mean to say is, they are... Well, we use them when the male and the female... Well, look, I'd rather if you didn't ask about them, okay? Especially not in front of Soul and Plummet. She's shy.
I said, what are those glowing things inside of you?
Great. Now you've done it. Just look at Soul and Plummet. You've embarrassed her so badly that she can't even regulate her ballast.
Look, I'm sorry I asked about your glowy bits.
That's okay. Actually, your explicit questions have put Soul and Plummet in an unusual and intriguing mood. I will explore these things more fully when this conversation is over.
Not even gonna comment anymore on that. Exactly how long is a drawn?
The drawn is our primary unit of time. It lasts for an interval equivalent to 4 million rotations of our planet. A drawn is subdivided into 2,000 dramasa. Now please, our turn. Will you tell us about yourselves?
Of course, most of us come from a large rocky world called Earth.
Yes, that seems to be the pattern. Just about everyone who comes by here says they developed on a world a lot like that. As far as we know, we're the only sentient species who's ever evolved in the atmosphere of a gas giant. Of course, from what we know, most travelers like yourselves don't have much interest in gas giants. So maybe there are others like us, Slylandro, out there somewhere.
No, trust me. I've been looking for them. I've been looking for sentient life forms and other goodies inside gas giants. I am an expert. No. By the way, we travel the galaxy in starships seeking knowledge and contact with other sentients.
That must be great, to leave your planet and roam the stars. You don't know how monotonous living on a gas giant for 3 or 4 drawn can be. Clouds, clouds, clouds. Wind, lightning, clouds, clouds, clouds. That's it. We know a lot about clouds. If you've got any cloud questions, ask us. We have over 800 different symbolic references just to describe them. Most of the time, when we aren't eating, we hover around and talk about what the clouds look like. Of course, the only things we know about are clouds, food, and other Slylandro. So generally, that's what we think the clouds look like. The Ur-Quan? The long brownish guys from the milieu with all the eyes and arms? They used to come visit us regularly about 3 drawns ago. They told us about all the interesting things they found from their scouting missions. They were really nice. Why do you fight with them? But the Ur-Quan were such good guys. They had lots of interesting things to tell us about, and they never got impatient with our questions. Well, I guess a lot can happen to a species in 3 drawn, like turning green and evil. Oh, then you should go check out a planet orbiting a blue star not too far from here. I think there is another blue star right next to it. We can't describe exactly where it is, but the people who told us about it, the Ur-Quan I think, said that it was one of the rarest worlds in space, and that as far as they knew, there were only 10 of these planets in this part of the galaxy. Okay, but please, can we talk about you some more later?
Sure. Goodbye, Slylandro gas bags.
Goodbye, human fluid sac.
Now, before I end this video, let's swoop back in, say hello.
Ah, human traveler, we have news. One of our probes finally returned home, and we have been able to reconfigure it so that it will seek other probes and broadcast the destruct code sequence. We expect the population of probes will decline swiftly. Thank you so much for showing us our error. We feel very badly about the inconvenience it has caused others.
Can you imagine how many lives you have destroyed? You know, an interesting thing though would it be instead of you been broadcasting a self-destruct code, program the code to reprogram the others to not kill others. Just saying.
Certainly. What would you...
Never mind.
Mike? Goodbye, human fluids.
Anyway, that is the Slylandro. Now, coming back, let's go ahead and save this game, I believe right here. Coming back, let's get on with it. The Ur-Quan Masters. Perhaps we shall explore these interesting locations the Slylandro told us about. Or maybe we'll head back to Seoul. Or maybe we'll go see the show Fixed Day. It is a mystery!